Nintendo has literally been going crazy this week and next week. We are getting a lot of Nintendo content, which is absolutely insane, and we are going to be talking about this. We're going to be talking about the fact that Nintendo had a snooze alarm of an event as of Wednesday. Well, for you guys it's Friday, but Wednesday is when it happened, and I'm recording it Wednesday. And yeah, we have next week we have Pokemon, which is going to be dropping a direct, and I for one cannot wait to see what is going to happen. Before we get started, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content just like this. Oh, and by the way, thank you guys so much for, wishing me well and all that. I was feeling sick and it was an absolute nightmare, and I didn't necessarily have any sick time, so I couldn't even call out or anything like that. So yeah, I basically worked through it. It was a nightmare, but I feel a lot better now. I'm not 100%, but I'm getting there. I'm like 90% ish. So yeah, we're working through it. We're getting through it. But you guys know I had to drop a video this week, especially because of all the awesome content that we've been getting. But yeah, so as you guys already know, we had a Nintendo Direct on Wednesday, and it was a snooze fest. Like, it was very uneventful to the point where I don't even really want to talk about it that much. I know that you guys probably already seen it, and that is enough. And then they had to hit us with the old disrespectful by saying that, oh wait, there's one more, and then it was just Endless Ocean. Like, not to hate on that game, but that's not a oh wait there's one more type of game. Ew, Nintendo, don't do that. Don't do that again. But I digress. What we are going to be talking about and what we're most excited about is the potential to what Nintendo and the Pokemon Company are going to be dropping or talking about next week. That's what we all care about. That's the reason I'm making this video. Now, I will say this. I'm a little nervous. I'm a little bit scared as to what is going to happen and what's going to come next week, just because of the fact that there has been some leaks that have been a little questionable, and I don't know how I feel about them. Yeah. So Nintendo has found itself in another leak, and this one is about Pokemon, and I am nervous and I am scared, because if this leak is actually legitimate, then it means that we are going to be getting Pokemon Black and White remakes, but in the art style that Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl had. Oh. Now, I'm not so worried when it comes to the artwork, because I was actually one of the only YouTubers that really liked the art style. Like, I liked the chibi style. I really thought it looked cute, and it was adorable, and it kind of reminded me of like a really high definition version of the older Pokemon games. But those games were bad. They were absolutely horrible ports. The music was just not that good. It's making me mad just thinking about it. But, overall, they just did not put that much effort into it. I don't remember the name of the company that put these games out for the Pokemon Company, but they should have been fired for what they did. But, then again, this is the problem with Pokemon and why they'll not have any incentive to innovate. These games still sold amazingly. You see? They still sold incredible. I mean, look at Scarlet and Violet. These games are like the highest selling Pokemon games of all time, and they were absolutely horrible. As far as quality control, they were just bad games. Like, just the design, all the glitches, it was terrible. But they still sold amazing. So, you're not really giving the Pokemon Company any reason to innovate, because they're still making a ridiculous amount of money. They don't need to. As far as they look at it, yeah, they did see some people complain about glitches, and I'm sure they patched those really quick. But for the most part, nobody cared. People thought they were great games. And I was like, ew, yuck, pooey, no thank you, get it away from me. Yep. Anyway, I say this to say that I am freaking out when it comes to these Black and White remakes, because those are the pinnacle of Pokemon. Those games are not just any other games. You know, I understand that Diamond and Pearl and Platinum, there's a lot of people that didn't really like them, you know, for obvious reasons, you know, the whole HP situation. And, you know, there was a higher percentage when it comes to criticals and all that kind of stuff. And the lay of the land is a little bit confusing. So there's a lot of people that didn't like those games, despite the fact that I think they are absolutely amazing. But Black and White, they rebooted Pokemon. They are the quintessential Pokemon game to play. Like, if I'm talking to somebody that's like a Pokemon fan, or, you know, somebody that kind of likes Pokemon but really, really wants to dive deep, I am telling you to play two games. I'm telling you to play Heart Gold and Soul Silver, because, you know, those games are absolutely perfect. And then, you know, after you play those and you kind of got used to this, you know, the Pokemon way of gaming, then you play Black and White and Black and White 2. Not only are they amazing and packed full of content, but they just look amazing. The music is absolutely amazing. And, you know, these games are just crazy. The story is incredible. When it comes to Pokemon games, the story was crazy. It really was. And, you know, when I say Pokemon games, I mean the newer Pokemon games. I don't mean the older ones. I mean, I guess the older ones were kind of weak when it comes to story too. They weren't really too crazy, but, you know, this one dove deep when it comes to lore. So yeah, they absolutely killed it. They absolutely killed it. And on top of that, these games are both 60 to 80 hour games too. Black and White 1 and 2. They're like, you could really put in 60 to 80 hours. Like, not only are they just long games, but they just have a lot of content, you know, and a lot of end game content also. So they're just amazing. Whew, that was a heck of a tangent, but yeah, all this to say, I really hope they don't mess up those remakes. Like, I'm praying to God that they don't ruin Pokemon Black and White. We're getting text blasted. I think the power just went out like really quick, and then I was about to freak out, but then I just remembered that all of this stuff is like battery powered. Weird. Anyways, what I do want when it comes to this Pokemon event, this Pokemon Direct, I want Gen 1 and Gen 2 and even Gen 3 to finally get put on Nintendo Switch Online. It is a match made in heaven. And on top of that, to put the cherry on top, I hope that they make it so that the, you know, Pokemon Stadium games that are already on Nintendo Switch Online, that they are, you know, they have some type of connectivity there, so that you can use your Pokemon that you go on an adventure with, and, you know, red, blue, yellow, gold and silver, crystal, you can use those Pokemon on Pokemon Stadium. If Nintendo does this, if Pokemon Company does this, then they will be absolutely goated, and they will add a ridiculous amount of playtime to the Pokemon Stadium games. I'm glad that the Pokemon Stadium games are on Nintendo Switch, but at the same time, they are kind of bare bones, because you can't play them without the actual Pokemon games, the Game Boy ones. So yeah, it makes all the sense in the world for them to finally do this. So I really do hope that they do this. Yeah, and that's all I got to say about that. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and as always guys, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content just like this. And let me know in the comments section what you guys think is going to get dropped. Do you think the leaks are real? Do you think that they're finally going to drop those awesome gems of Pokemon games on Nintendo Switch Online? Or am I just going to have to play them on my 3DS? Alright guys, we will see you on the next video. Peace! They better not ruin Black and White. They better not.